Alright, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's Mr. Clintastik, preparing to jump into a Throne of Eldraine quick draft here on MTG Arena. If you enjoy my content, please be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to help my channel grow in the future. So, let's see what we're going to get today. Went with a green-black food strat prior, and it was really good. Went 3-3, I believe. And I think that might have been due to me making a few picks that were questionable after realizing we were going green-black food, but that is in hindsight. So what do we have here? We have Gilded Goose, 1-drop bird, creates food over time. I like that it generates food over and over again. I really like that. I mean, it's not, Gilded Goose isn't bad. I've had a lot of, well, a few people take me out with Bognati as well. There's a Sire Kara the Bold, Wandermare, Silver Flame Squire. There's a few things here that I personally like, but I may just go with this goose here, the rare and green. We'll be missing Trapped in the Tower, which I always like having my removal spells, but found out green-black food isn't bad. And I'm sure Gilded Goose would be really good for that. Here's a Rose Thorn Acolyte that I'm going to go with here. Can produce mana of any color. I think that goes well with what we're doing. And we might be able to ramp into some bigger spells. There's also no removal in this pack for me to feel like I'm really overlooking anything. So I'm going to just go with the Acolyte. Alright. Here I think I may just go with the Tuinvale Treefolk. I personally like Tuinvale Treefolk. I like that it has an adventure of putting 2/1/1 counters on your guys, and it comes out as a 6/5 beefy guy itself. Yeah. I'm just gonna stick into the little green plan here, see what happens. There's a Ginger Brute. There's also a Forever Young, which Forever Young is really, really good. There's also a Fairy Vandal. Not necessarily in blue yet, but Forever Young, put any number of target creature cards from your library back on top of your library. I mean, from your graveyard back on top of your library, and you draw a card. I think I'm going to have to grab it here. I would love to have that Ginger Brute, and I doubt it comes around. But it's just brutal when you get a Forever Young off and your opponents can't do anything about it. You get to refuel your whole deck. I think I actually passed one of those last draft, which was definitely a mistake. I'm going to just go with the Ginger Brute here. The Arcanist Owl isn't necessarily bad. 4-drop 3/3 that lets you look up artifacts and enchantments. But we don't even know where we're going to end up yet. We may still end up in green-black. And I really would have liked to have had that first Ginger Brute. I think that would have been amazing. But let's see. Here's a Merrileaf Rider for 2. There's also a Harvest Sphere, aka Reaper of Night. That might be a go big or go home strat. It's 7 mana to play, 4 mana to play its ability. Tuinvale Treefolk's ability is 4 mana as well. So it's between Reaper of Night and Merrileaf Rodder. I like cards that give me the ability to interact with the opponent. Maybe we'll get a little bit more ramp in this deck to help smooth out our curve a little bit, make it easier to play our spells. Here's a Festive Funeral, a removal spell technically. Not bad. If we happen to get one, I'll probably run it. But here I'm just going to grab a Spider. Haha, there's another Forever Young. If I would have known we were going to get 2 Forever Youngs, I probably would have grabbed the other Gingerbrute. I really just like those guys. I'll pack 2 Forever Youngs and see what happens. A 1-drop flyer. That's not horrible, right? Fail the Pheasant. Another Fail the Pheasant. I know we're not going to run 2 Fail the Pheasants. But I'll grab a second. Wolf's Quarry. Tall as a Beanstalk. And Scarecrow. Alright. Not blowing anybody out the water by any means, but I think we got a pretty decent start. Really wish we would have had a second Gingerbrute. Like 3 Gingerbrutes in that first slot would have been phenomenal. Charming Princes are rare, but I think we're just going to go on and pick this Lucky Clover. We have a couple of adventures here, and I don't think it's too late to start planning around it. I like Sire Farron a lot. 2-drop green. Whenever he attacks, another target attacking creature gets XX until end of turn, where X is Sire Farron's power. I think that's pretty potent. There's also an Order of Midnight, which could be really beneficial for us, being that we do have Lucky Clover. It's also a flyer. Yeah, let's go with Order of Midnight. I kind of like having these flyers. We can put counters on them and whatnot. I think I'm just going to go with another Rosethorn Acolyte. A little mana rock for us. And it could keep us open to a 3rd color. I'm really leaning towards another Two-Unveil Tree Folk. I know I'm passing these Foreboding Fruits a lot, and I do want draw power. I mean, we could just grab the Foreboding Fruit. Keep drawing cards. I tried to play these giant opportunities in the past, and they just didn't work out too well for me. Here's Festive Funeral, Foreboding Fruit again. I think I'm gonna go with the Foreboding Fruit here. Draw 2 cards for 3. I mean, should we be considering blue? There's Queen of Ice, could tap down 2 things for us. There's Tome Raider as well. I'll go with the Foreboding Fruit. I would like to be able to draw some cards. There's Wildwood Tracker, but we're just going to nab up this Reeve Soul. We already have 2 Forever Youngs. Here's a Flaxen Intruder. Takes 7 to make 3 2/2 bear tokens. Meh. And when it deals combat damage to a player, you can sacrifice it. When you do, destroy target artifact or enchantment. I mean, we'll grab it here because we do have Lucky Clover. We might end up doing its ability twice. Alright, an Insatiable Appetite came around. Definitely something we want to play. We'll grab Gingerbread Cabin. We'll grab the Paladin. Maybe we end up switching to blue. Not completely positive yet. Alright. We got 2 of those blue flyers, which I think should definitely be considered. Like, we happen to get 2 Ventress Paladins. And I like the fact that they're flyers for sure. We have access to a Fairy Vandal, but we're not drawing a bunch of cards each turn. I think I'm just going to go with another Acolyte. We do have a lot of hefty plays. And if we do want to run blue, this will just leave us completely open to do so. Ooh-wee. Okay. So we ran Sire Conrad yesterday, and it was great. Cannot complain. There's also a Fierce Witch Stalker, a 4/4 Trampler. I wouldn't mind having that either, but we're just going to grab the Sire Conrad the Grim. Wow. Quite some packs here in the 3rd pack. I mean, Savvy Hunter could end up being just a generator for us. Sacrifice 2 foods, draw a card. I think we're going to go with the Savvy Hunter. Ooh. We're going to grab the Cauldron Familiar. There's basically a 1 to 2% chance we'll have Witch's Oven with this draft, but it could happen. Alright, we got a Garenbrig Carver. Not a bad pick. Another Gingerbrute. I'm gonna go with the Gingerbrute here. Once again, like, these guys used to be so broken when you could just slap an enchantment on it and push damage through. Oh my goodness. Memory Theft did well for us yesterday, I believe. Another Forever Young? Huh. What's going on here? All right. We got 16 creatures. We already have 2 Forever Youngs. I'm gonna just go with a second spider. We already have 2 Forever Youngs. We can grab up this Lash of Thorns. I'll run another Eye Collector. Alright, I think this is really shaping up, or has shaped up. 20 gems back at us. Alright. Didn't mean to have that drawbridge there, but alright, the only thing we really missed was a second Sire Conrad the Grim. We could have had 2 of those, but they are legendary, so that's not so bad. We also missed out on the potentially 3rd Gingerbrute, and we were going to get enough of these Forever Youngs. So I'm going to definitely keep that in mind when drafting in the future. What we don't have much of is removal, of course. We're going to throw in our Reeve Soul. Definitely going to throw in Insatiable Appetite. Is Lucky Clover doing much for us this draft? Garen Bread Carver might be able to pump for 4. Let's see, is there anything else we want to add? I definitely want Foreboding Fruit. And I really want a couple Forever Youngs. Maybe Lucky Clover's not even doing much for us. I mean, it has the potential to put 4 1/1 counters on something, but we do have to waste the time to put Clover to the board. I really need to learn this set. Alright, so I think we should be able to snag a couple wins with this. I would like to have more removal in the pack, but I mean in the deck. That just didn't happen for us. Alright, so let's get going. We have 2 Forever Youngs to recover our creatures. We have Eye Collector to start milling our cards into the yard. The only thing we're not really taking in is Lucky Clover. We just don't have enough, in my opinion, to make it pop. But that could just be me being a little uncertain. There we go. I might have been I might have been all up in the screen. I'm sorry, y'all. So let's go. Game 1. We have our lands. We have a little bit of ramp with Gilded Goose if it sticks. Sweet. We're not going to let them know we have anything additional. We're just going to tap our Gilded Goose for more food. So when we play our Savvy Hunter, we can draw cards. Oh, nice. That's really nice. All right. All right. This Death Touch as well. Oh, goodness. That's bad. That's really bad. How long I've been playing? What up, Justin? I've been playing like since like 2013, 2012 or 2013. This is ridiculous. I mean, we're gonna lose the goose. We can pump it up by 3. I say we use a food token for it. Let's see what they do. Yeah, we're gonna sack a food. I mean, Okame Adversary does have Death Touch, but we take that. Merrileaf Rider, okay. We'll get back Gilded Goose, actually. That could be wrong. But we're just going to get it back from the yard. Start using it again. No blocks. So the opponent has 4 mana open. We have 4 mana, but effectively we have 5 mana with Goose on the board. Okay. Order of Midnight. The opponent didn't play anything there. That's really interesting. And we're not going to do anything either. We can still hold up the Garenbrig Carver. I mean, the opponent can still have a pump spell as well. But we'd only be losing Gilded Goose. Alright, we'll Shield's Might. We're playing Draft. Throne of Eldraine Quick Draft. But I typically, when I do play a constructed format, I typically play Standard. I haven't gotten well into... Okay. I haven't gotten well into Historic yet. So they really just wanted to make sure our Goose died, which is totally fine. Goose blocked 2 good creatures for us. Sweet. Let's swing in. Alright. And Sire Conrad. Can't be mad about the Sire Conrad. Now we're really set up. We have Twinbell Treefolk. We got Garenbrig Carver. It'd be nice to have some draw power now. And we got a couple spells to do that. We're going to pump up our... Ooh. So that's 4 mana, 2 mana. We could lose Sire Conrad here. Huh. I was totally expecting the pump. And we'll drop an eye collector. Alright. Things are getting a little dangerous for the opponent here. Maybe only having that one white mana has been a problem for them. Flaxen Intruder, okay. We didn't run our Flaxen Intruder. So we're going to put counters on our flyers for sure. Most likely the Eye Collector to split it up a little bit. Alright, I don't think I'm going to risk the Sire Conrad here. We just don't have a reason to. Sweet. Alright, the Eye Collector actually fuels Sire Conrad. We just got to remember to trigger his ability every turn. Let's put a stop here just so that we do remember. He has this ability, each player mills a card. Alright. Sweet. Oh, there's Foreboding Fruit. We definitely want that. Let's swing in. Sweet. Trigger, trigger. Yeah, we'll just drop the Tree Folk. And this is really putting them in a tough spot. Okay. Game 1 clinched up. I think that really showed off the power of the deck. The opponent did get kind of mana screwed. You know, I'm pretty sure they needed at least 2 white mana to make their hand a bit more functional. Thanks, Justin. They definitely want to be like a white-green aggressive deck with their, 2-drop, 2/1 first strikers and flyers and whatnot. And that just wasn't a very conducive hand for that strat. While ours, we were able to play our Goose twice and get value off of it over the course of the game. I thought that was excellent. Not necessarily playable, but we do have Foreboding Fruit and Eye Collector. So as long as we can get to our turn 3 and play Foreboding Fruit, I think we'll have a chance in this game. Let's start swinging in, milling. Alright, we lose a Ginger Brute. They lose a red mana. Alright. They have red mana there. 7 Dwarves. Okay, we have Forever Young. So let's just drop Foreboding Fruit. Swing in. Alright. Red Cap Raiders. Good strategy. Good strategy. We'll drop a green mana. What are we doing here? We could pump with Insatiable Appetite. And we're just gonna Eye Collector here. And actually, we're just gonna drop Rosethorn Acolyte now. If one of our creatures dies, we have Forever Young to bring it back. Or at least put it back on top of our library. We also have ways to gain life if we get low. Okay. No blocks. So they exiled that creature. Eye Collector. And we'll drop the Acolyte and hold back. We have Insatiable Appetite to defend us and Forever Young. Let's see what we got in the graveyard. Only Gingerbrute and Spider, so nothing too significant. But Forever Young will allow us to draw a card. Let's see what they do. Run out the Insatiable Appetite. Scorching Dragonfire, okay. Wow, we can't even get those things back. Opponent has really been on it. We're going to drop the Spider. Drop a land. And what can we get back again? Just Spider and Gingerbrute. They could have us here. How do we get out of this? We can block. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna Forever Young. Alright, put Gingerbread on the board. They opt. Opponent has a good deck now. Lot of options. Lot of options. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Okay. Are you jacking me right now? I mean, those fives are gonna definitely just blast through our build. And the fact that they had those Scorching Dragonfires, like, we couldn't even, like, get value off of our pump spells, which was a huge detriment. And the fact that they were exiling them, too, so it made Forever Young less appealing. That opponent was really good. Blue-red. I don't know what to call it. Aggro? Control? I don't know. But we did get squashed there. The fact that they just put together a 7 dwarves deck and was like, hey, we're just going to add ops and removal was pretty sweet. Not going to make any changes. Maybe I should have, control burn. Maybe I should have just held back a bit with the flyer. Maybe that was an option. Okay, this is a more playable hand. I won't say that. The last hand was only unplayable because it had 3 black mana, but we did have Foreboding Fruit. This one we really can't do anything additional to turn 4, which isn't too exciting. Going against another red strat. Let's see what they got for us this time. And we drew into a land, which is great for the later game strategy, but right now we just don't need this many. Okay, that wasn't a bad draw. Let's Gingerbrute. Let's swing in. So on turn 4, we're gonna have the option to Oaken Boon or Harvest Sphere. And I'm really leaning towards the Harvest Sphere. Get a couple hands out of the opponent's deck. Especially since we just played Is It. Okay. I mean, we really didn't have anything to play on turn 3 anyways. This is why Gingerbrute is just so dang good. Like, Gingerbrute might just be first pickable. Lock Dragon, alright. An opponent still has good bit of cards in hand. Okay, Sire Conrad the Grim. What do we want to do? Yeah, let's just Harvest Sphere. Make them get rid of 2 cards. It might be a little too early, but I want to Unveil Treefolk and then swing in with the Gingerbrutes. Alright, no attacks. And we didn't get rid of... They didn't discard a land or anything, so they have nothing but plays in hand, I'm going to assume. Okay. They're crashing in at us. Like, it'd be really nice to just... Okay. Let's see if we can pull this off. They're probably going to burn it. Okay, they didn't burn it. But they would have definitely done that to our Sire Conrad. And so they must have another answer for this Reaper of the Night that we're only 2 turns away from. I mean, they're dealing some damage to us too. Okay. They're getting a lot of advantage off that selection, off that lock dragon. Being able to draw and discard every time they're attacking, that's really good for them. We have ways to get this 2 Unveiled Tree Folk back, like Forever Young or whatnot, so I'm not too concerned. Oh, jeez. Okay. There's Forever Young. Yeah, I'm going to be a little defensive here. We need to be able to block these flyers. And we'll fire off this Forever Young now. Make it so this Ginger Brute can't block. Can't be blocked. And we got to remember, we have six life in the back pocket. So they can double swing here. We'll block and take 2. We're going to try to put the counters on the spider, I think. I think that'd be most beneficial. I wonder, should I have gone and put out Sire Conrad the Grim? I just felt like having at least one blocker would be nice. Oh, geez. They missed their ability. Okay. We take 7. And then that'll be 8. Jeez. Alright, another flyer for us. They can tap here. And we'll just pass the turn. They could tap here, tap next turn. And if they have a knight in hand, we lose. Or another hasty guy. Good game. Jeez. That was pretty tough. Can't even be mad about it, but we do have to watch out for these red decks, because they're not just destroying our creature, they're like waiting right till we like try to pump or put counters on something. They're like, goodbye. So that's been something that's really been holding us back in these last couple games. Just, yeah, effective flyers have been kind of damaging for us. Maybe we need to bring in Phil the Pheasant. take out a Forever Young and go like that. Like, because the Flyers have been really problematic today. Okay, playable hand, kind of slow. We'll put out Acolyte on turn 3. Try to start our ramp situation. It would have been nice to have Goose right in the Acolyte or something. Yeah, opponent, that's exactly what we were talking about. So they got to get their Goose off first. In the last game, I want you tell me, should I have gone and put the counters on Gingerbrute instead of Harvesting Fear? Maybe that would have turned the game in a different direction. Curious Pair. Okay. We'll just Rosethorn Acolyte here. Next turn we'll be up to 5 mana. Tempting Witch. Alright, let's see what they got going on. They're just producing a bunch of food tokens. We haven't even seen Savvy Hunter this game. This draft. Now we're just set up to play Tumenvale Treefolk next turn. Yeah, we're set up to play Tumenvale Treefolk next turn. The fact that they have so many food tokens is already a problem. Huh. Okay, okay. Here's Foreboding Fruit. Wonder why they held their mana open. That's really concerning. Okay. Is this instant? Nope. Sorcery. Alright, we're going to attack for 3. Go on and start trying to whittle them down. Alright. Past turn, they're just going to tempt us with the Witch. Yep. Yep. I mean, we can gain 3 life back just by sacking our food token, so we may just do that this turn. They're playing out their spells. We're close to popping off this Harvest Soul. No, Harvest Fear. Hopefully before they play their big spells. How is everyone doing tonight? Hope you're all doing well. It is 6 o'clock here in the U.S., 6 p.m. in the southern U.S. Alright, let's activate ability. Okay. They still have 3 cards in hand. What are they not playing? I wonder. So we're going to try to give it one more turn and see what they got going on. They should draw a card, play a land. Okay. They're just trying to use this ability over and over again. And I'm sure it can whittle us down. Oh, okay. They play their big thing here. Alright, we're destroying that for sure. So let's first Harvest Sphere. They didn't really have anything in hand. Grum Gully is destroyed. And no attacks. So the opponent's completely out of cards. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. They're draining us for 3 every turn, which isn't the best. We'll drop Tree Folk next turn. And we're just going to start slamming in after that. Yep, they drew a land. Curious Pair. Okay. We're just going to drop Reaper of Night here. No attacks. They drain us. If we lose the Tempting Witch, I'm going to be very upset. We have, what, 3 turns left? We'll have them on a decent clock. 3 turns as well. Maybe we should have dropped the Tempting Witch. Maybe we should just flat out killed it. It would be nice to draw some kind of life gain, give us an extra turn. We got 3 turns to draw it. Have we already used? Yeah, we already used Foreboding Fruit, which honestly put us at a disadvantage. Oh my goodness, are you serious? Are you serious right now? Okay. Really, really need a food token or something here. They actually made Flaxen Intruder go off. Would have actually rather that to be a removal spell. And they still have the Gilded Goose to block for them. We might be in rough shape here. Okay. Intruder. Alright. There's Savvy Hunter for us. They're going to drain us here. I mean, we're playing to our out. This is about all we can do. Like, if we would have swung all, they wouldn't have blocked like that. They drain us down to 5. Which is fine, because when they attack again, we can make tokens with Savvy Hunter. Gain some life, hopefully. Hopefully, we want to take a game too. And they've had their Gilded Goose from the beginning of the game. That's been something serious. Sweet. Sweet. Let's see what happens. I mean, we're really close to dead. Like, we're definitely going to have to use that food token. They're doing their mathematics. Okay. Alright, they create more food. Decline. We go up to 8. Alright, they bring us back down to 5. Gingerbread has haste. So we're just gonna drop it so we have an additional blocker just in case. And pass turn. If they, I mean, it's quite too often where the opponent just has the answer in hand. They can go up to 8. Drop us down to 2. But we can crash in all, right? No, they have 3 blockers. Yeah, we can crash in all. They block here, here, here. Take 2 from Gingerbread and Spider. Take 6 in the air. So that's 8. And at the very least, we can sacrifice Gingerbread, gain 3 more life back. Okay. Do they have a burn spell in hand? I feel like that's just really risky. When we don't have to risk it. But we don't want to give them just another turn. This is risky. Okay. We'll go up to 8. Right? That was definitely risky. Let's see if they got us this turn. I mean, they can only deal 3 damage with the Tempting Witch and 1 point of damage with the Intruder. Ooh! Wow! What a game! What a game! Jeez. Felt like we had to try to do backflips to win that game. Failed the Pheasant never even came up for us. Is there anything we want to do to this deck? Let's take out all the 9. We did have Flaxen Intruder in the deck. Let's take out all the 9 creature spells. Kind of just see what we're looking at. So we got a ton of creatures anyways. Maybe we want Memory Theft? I also wouldn't mind slapping a Tall as a Beanstalk on these Ginger Brutes. I'm gonna run Tall as a Beanstalk instead of Failed the Pheasant, actually. I'm not even a fan of the Flaxen Intruder. I would like to bring in Memory Theft, bring back in the Foreboding Fruit and the Reeve Soul. A Forever Young. And an Insatiable. Let's try it like that. Maybe it's wrong not to have Failed the Pheasant. Uh-oh. Oh, knock my green screen down. But yeah, it could be wrong not to run the Failed the Pheasant. We'll find out shortly. Ugh. This hand is horrible. I mean, if we're meant to lose a game, I guess we're meant to lose a game. We got 4 mana to play. You know exactly what'll happen if you put 4 mana back. You won't get any. That's just how it works. Let's see if they have a 2-drop. Okay. They actually did us a favor. They got 3 lands out of our deck. Like, wow. They draw a card with Tomb Raider. Okay. I mean, we could Reeve Soul it, but there's no reason to. We don't have a play here. I don't believe. It's crazy that they milled us for 4 cards, 3 lands off the top. We have 3 lands on the board, 1 in hand. So that's 7 mana. We got 10 left in 26 cards. Let's see how that works for us. That's fine. They deal 1 point of damage. Secret Keeper. Flutterfox. What do we want to do? Flutterfox be swinging in for what, 2 a turn? It's not the end of the world. Let's just get a creature to the board. No. Let's just Reeve Soul Flutterfox. And pass. This is just going to be a tough game to win, regardless. Okay. Okay. We're going to Harvest Sphere now. Opponent doesn't seem to have a lot going on. I hate giving them the option to even think about this decision, but we don't really have much of a choice. Ooh, we got Shine Chaser and Trapped in the Tower. We probably got the Trapped in the Tower because they don't have another... Like, because we don't have any creatures on the board. They could counter this. Oh, geez. But that actually wasn't too bad for us. I was actually looking for a land to be able to memory theft right into the opponent, but we didn't get it. And they didn't play anything, so... Let's see what's happening here. Let's ease our concerns a little bit. I'm really concerned about what the opponent has over there. Frogify, we'll get rid of that. So we know they have nothing. So we just take that from the opponent. They didn't really get a lot of threats. They threw away Shine Chaser. They threw away their Trapped in the Tower because we kept our creatures close to us until we needed to, and we were able to actually take that game. So we're currently 3-2, surprisingly. 3 isn't bad. We always try to make our gems back. That means going at least, what, 6 wins, I believe you have to go to get your gems back. Way better hand. Way better hand. We get to start off with back-to-back Ginger Brutes. Delicious. Delicious. They don't have a turn 1, but we do. Let's see if they have a turn 2. They do. Alright, but we have 2 turn 2s. Eye Collector, Ginger Brute, and we're also prepared for a Foreboding Fruit next turn. Draw a couple cards. I'd swing. Okay, I don't know what that was supposed to do. Yeah, let's Foreboding Fruit. Alright, put a land in the yard. I'm not even upset about that. We got 4 lands in hand. I mean, I could easily swing for 5 right now. No blocks. We'll just end turn, see what happens. We can block with Ginger Brute. But now we really need our big guys. Yikes. Ha! Okay, so we're up a creek without a paddle. Submit 0. Order of Midnight. We can block a couple creatures, but we got banged up. They already got this 4/5, a 3/2 out. We can block here, take 6. Okay. Keeper of Fables came down to jam us up. And I mean, we have a blocker now, but we can't block the amount of damage needed to survive, so we get crushed. So here, I think I overvalued the Forever Youngs. I really would have taken more Ginger Brutes, and I think we needed more pumps for the Brutes. I like the Tree Folk. I mean, Reaper stole a game for us, but it wasn't always easy to play. It's just not one of my favorite cards for this style of deck. Savvy Hunter was great. I think it was a reason that we actually took one of the games. Foreboding Fruit isn't bad, but if you're going to lose that 2 life, you really want to make sure that you have Adamant so that you can get your food to gain that life back. Overall, I think it was decent. Things I really didn't like, Garenbrick Carver wasn't bad, but it is a 4-drop 3/2 in addition to being that 2-drop pump spell, which we didn't get to use a lot. So if I was going to look back at this build, I'd probably try to be more low to the ground, have more creatures in these slots here. Especially, this was just a weak start, in my opinion. We could have brought in Flaxen Intruder, but I'm not a big fan of Flaxen Intruder. Oh well. Anyway, I had fun. Once again, we got 3, and we went 3 and 3, so about average. Got 300 gems back, a couple packs of Throne of Eldraine. So guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the draft today. If you did, please be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. You can follow me on my social medias, Facebook, Twitter. You can also catch me on YouTube and Twitch at Mr.Clintastik. Guys, you are fantastic. I am Mr. Clintastik, and I will see you guys next time.